Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenna, and for today's video, I'm bringing you a very special video, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I've been working on it for a while, and I'm just really excited to share it. So for today's video, I asked a bunch of first-time moms if they had things they wish they knew about pregnancy that they'd be willing to share with you guys. And a lot of them were willing to do the video with me, and I'm so excited because I have experiences of my own, but pregnancy is so different for every woman, and I just thought it'd be great if we could all share them into one big video and make a great resource for everyone, and also just celebrate motherhood and celebrate all different types of pregnancies. We've got moms from many different states, even one from the UK, and I'm just really excited for you guys to hear what they have to say. If you're watching this video to find someone specific, their segment, I will link in the description their name and then a timestamp, what time their segment starts. So if you want to watch just their segment, then you can click on the numbers. They should turn blue. It'll take you to when their segment starts. However, I would highly encourage you and appreciate if you watch all of the video. It's long, but you know, if you gotta break it into different days, that's fine. Or if you gotta grab a snack or a whole meal, that's fine. Or again, if you just wanna watch that person that you know, that's okay too. But a lot of moms put their heart and soul into their video, and were very selfless in sharing their experience for all of us to learn from. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and my little segment will be in the middle of the video, and then I'll close out the video. So just had to throw that in there. Let's get into what all of us moms wish we knew about pregnancy.
Hey everyone, my name is Julie, and I'm so excited Jenna asked me to share a little bit about my pregnancy. First, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I live in New Jersey. I married my high school sweetheart. We have one baby girl who is 14 months old, and I'm a full-time chemistry teacher and part-time health and business coach, and I am looking to move into that full-time after we have another child. But today, I wanted to tell you about how good and how terrible you can feel during pregnancy. I experienced both of these. I think a lot of people do, but in the first trimester, I felt terrible. And I mean, I live a pretty healthy lifestyle. I thrive on feeling good, just mentally, physically, just good in my body. And that was really hard for me to do during the first trimester of my pregnancy. And for some people, that lasts their entire pregnancy. And some people don't get to feel the joy of growing a human in your body because it's clouded by just aches and pains and sickness and just all these symptoms that come with pregnancy. But then again, you can also feel really good being pregnant and celebrate and get to really rejoice that your body is building another human. After the first trimester, for me at least, I started to feel amazing. It was literally just one day I woke up and I was like, I don't feel sick anymore. And it felt so great. So I actually worked out every day of my pregnancy, even though it was terribly hard during those couple first months, because I would eat some carbs and then feel good enough to work out, get that workout in, and because I thrive on consistency, and I knew that if I gave up now, that I wouldn't do it later in my pregnancy, and I really wanted to continue that. And honestly, the doctors really said that had a lot to do with my recovery and my labor, which is super short. And I actually worked out until the last day of pregnancy, which was super uncomfortable. But it just goes to show you that if you do fuel your body and take care of your body throughout the hard times and the easy times in pregnancy, you can have those good moments where you feel really good in your body. You feel strong, you feel like you're fueling yourself and feeding this little tiny human inside of you so it can grow. And it surprised me how good I felt and how crappy I felt, and how that can change from day to day, month to month. And I just wanted to share that with you, that you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, bad months, good months, but it is possible to feel good. If you want to find me on social media, I'm on Instagram at JewelWelde, JULWELDE, and I'm on Facebook as Julie Weldy. You can find me on either one of those platforms. I would love to connect with you. I share a lot of eco-friendly stuff, cloth diapering, mom stuff, health and fitness, just a mix of all of it, adventure, travel, all the things I'm into. And I just try to give you the tips that have helped me and try to help you through your life journey. So yeah, I hope to see you over there.
Hello. Can you say hi? No? Okay. This is Xander, and I'm Allie. Xander is 3 months old. I am a 26-year-old stay-at-home mom. Xander is a rainbow baby, which means that he is a baby born after loss. So in my case, I had a miscarriage about a year before he was born. He was also a NICU baby because he was born 5 weeks early. But you couldn't really tell because he's a little chunk. I'm gonna preface this by saying that I had researched so much about pregnancy before I got pregnant because I have always wanted to be pregnant and have babies. So I have researched quite a bit. I didn't really know the extent of it until I actually was pregnant myself and went through some things. So there's quite a bit that I wish I had known about pregnancy before I had gotten pregnant, but one of the main ones being, I wish I knew how normal it can be to bleed and spot during pregnancy. It had happened to me 3 different times throughout my pregnancy. The first 2 times was in the first trimester. I had had some pink and brown spotting, and I went to look it up on Google, which you should never listen to Dr. Google, but I looked it up on Google, and it said that, pink and brown spotting can be normal in the first trimester, but always contact your doctor. If anybody here is pregnant, or if you're gonna be pregnant, if you're ever bleeding any amount or any color while you're pregnant, call your doctor and get checked out just to make sure, because it can be a symptom that something is wrong, but it doesn't mean that something is wrong. So definitely call your doctor just to make sure. I had spotted 2 times, and I went in, got ultrasounds both times, and everything was fine. Baby was healthy, everything was normal, so that was a huge relief for me. So the 3rd time it happened was actually in the beginning of my 2nd trimester, and it was bright red bleeding. It was more than spotting, and it was bright red, which again, I went to Google and I shouldn't have, and everywhere I looked online it said, pink and brown is normal and spotting is normal in the first trimester. Yeah, are you talking? Oh my. Really? So, and this was in the 2nd trimester, and it was bright red and a lot of blood. So I instantly had deja vu. I thought for sure I was losing my baby. My husband met me at the hospital, and I thought for sure we weren't going to be hearing a heartbeat. I was a mess, honestly, because I thought I was losing this baby again. So I was a mess. If I would have known more about pregnancy, I could have caused a lot less stress on my body and on my baby. Because when we got there, they did an ultrasound and everything was fine. We heard the heartbeat. They didn't see any abnormalities. What they had said that my cervix was inflamed. It's pretty common. It can happen from any exercise or sex or anything like that. And I had mowed the grass the day before, so I'm thinking that's why my cervix was kind of inflamed. It would have been nice to get some more answers, but ultimately, my baby's healthy, my baby's happy. That's all that matters. So, but if I would have known that that was something that could happen during pregnancy, I could have caused a lot less stress on myself. I could have, worried a lot less. So it's not good to cause stress to your baby either while you're pregnant. And I'm sure that it caused a lot of stress on him because I was so worried that something was wrong. So that's definitely something I wish I had known about pregnancy. And again, if you do experience bleeding, make sure you do call your doctor though, because it can be something wrong. It can be something pretty serious, but don't stress yourself out too much. Don't, instantly think the worst like I did. Just be aware and try to stay calm throughout the pregnancy if that's happening, and just make sure that you get into your doctor and get checked just to make sure baby's all healthy. So follow me on Instagram to see posts of this little chunky guy here. All right, well, thank you.
All right, it's my turn now. So one thing that I wish I knew about pregnancy was a lot of things. I wish I knew a lot of things about pregnancy, which is why I wanted to make this video. But one thing that I want to share with you today is I wish I knew that my bones would shift. And I don't know how this didn't cross my mind before, because like how else did I expect a human being to fit inside my body? I don't know, but I wish I knew that my bones would change and my body structure would change too. It's pretty amazing to know how God created our bodies to shift and move and fit a human being, and then even shift back for a lot of ladies. When it first started happening, I realized that I was needing to get bigger pants, not because of my belly, but because of my hips themselves were wider. And that was like, I guess it makes sense that my hips have to widen in order to birth a child. But then my ribs started to shift outwards and I had to go up a size and stuff. And it was just weird because I've never had, obviously, that happen before. And this sounds vain, but for the first few weeks that it started happening, I was getting a little worried and like self-conscious. I didn't want my body to change forever. And I know that pregnancy just does in ways change your body forever, but I wasn't prepared for that way. And it kind of bummed me out a little bit, which that kind of sounds sad to say and kind of selfish, which maybe it is, but I think it's valid to feel that way. But I got over it, and you know, after I gave birth, it took a few months, but my body did go back to normal, and it's back to its normal shape. It was just like, it just kind of threw me for a loop at first because I wasn't expecting it. So again, that's something I wish I knew during pregnancy, and I hope that maybe gives you some insight into what might happen.
Hi everyone, my name's Chelsea. I'm from the UK. Now I'm here to talk about what I didn't know in pregnancy, and that was about diastasis recti. Now that's basically the separation of the abdominal muscles. Now I had a pretty severe case of this. My separation was 8 centimetres the day after my son was born, and the physio said it's one of the worst that she's ever seen. He was a large baby. He was £9.11, so nearly 10 pounds. I really suffered with this diastasis recti as a result of the pregnancy. Now obviously he was completely worth it, but obviously yeah, I have suffered a little bit since then. I had to do physio. I had exercises to do at home. I had to attend physio appointments to try and knit those muscles back together. My body naturally healed itself to an extent, from 8 centimetres to 2 centimetres, so it did incredibly well. But I still have to do exercises, core exercises, to strengthen my stomach. I can't do any sit-ups, V-sits, leg raises, crunches, anything like that, anything that's going to make my stomach cone. So the way that people can tell to an extent how, or if they've got diastasis recti, is by, if you were to do a sit-up or something using your abdominal muscles, if you get a cone shape, then usually that's an indication. Obviously I'm not a medical professional, so please do get it checked. Don't necessarily go by my advice, but yeah, so any exercises that make my stomach cone, I'm not able to do. Obviously I will be able to one day, hopefully, if I can get them to knit back together and I carry on doing the exercises that I've been given. I was very physically fit before having my son, and I used to be able to do, you know, sit-ups, V-sits, crunches, no problem, but I'm not even able to do one at the moment. So yeah, that's something that's massively impacted me in terms of exercise. Even in terms of cardio, I am still a little bit restricted, but I was very restricted after having him. I did have a C-section, an emergency C-section, so that restricted me for a little longer, but then this on top of that restricted me because, again, so much of what we do, our core is involved. Walking, for example, I get terrible back spasms just from going for a walk. I had to wear a stomach brace for a while, and I still do wear it sometimes to still keep my core and my posture correct. My back's taking a lot of the pressure from my core because my core's not strong enough. So yeah, walking is hard, but I'm getting there. I'm 10 months postpartum now, and I've just started running again, which is amazing. It does still cause me pain, so I'm only doing it very, very, very slowly, like walking and running, a mixture, jogging I should say. because it does still cause me quite a bit of pain, but I'm slowly building up my core, slowly building up my muscle strength again, and I do hope to fully close this gap at some point. Another result of this is the pooch, the pouch, whatever you want to call it, that you get from this, because essentially my separation was that big that this sounds awful, but my bladder and my bowel and all my organs slouch forward and come through the abdominal wall where they would usually be held in. So you do end up looking, well, personally for me anyway, you do look pregnant still for a very long time. I do still look pregnant, and it's something that I'm very, very conscious of. I haven't lost any of my baby weight, and I'm a lot bigger than I was pre-pregnancy, but I do hope to get back there again by following all these exercises and just strengthening my core again. But it has mentally affected me as well as physically. It's been a massive change. I always thought I think I was maybe a little bit naive in that I thought I would just bounce back. I'm young. I thought, yeah, I'll just bounce back, I'll have my body back. And that's absolutely not the case, and that's been really hard for me to come to terms with. But obviously my little boy is absolutely worth it. I don't think it's something that's talked about enough in the postpartum journey, and so many people have it and they don't know about it because they're not tested. So I would highly recommend that, you know, if you think you might have it, or even after birth, you get tested for it, because it does affect you in so many ways, and you need to have the right program in place to be able to get your core back to hopefully how it was pre-pregnancy. But yeah, so that's a bit about me really. As I say, my little boy is completely worth it, but obviously it has affected me, and I just wanted to be completely honest about it because I think it's something that not many people know of. But yeah, I guess if you've got any questions, I'll get Jenna to leave my social media link. Thanks guys, bye.
Hi, I'm Alyssa, and this is my daughter, Etta. One thing that I wish I knew about pregnancy is that not all women like being pregnant. Going into my pregnancy, I had thought, oh, I can't wait to be pregnant. I'm so excited for all the changes I'll have in my body, my growing belly. But as my pregnancy progressed, I slowly started to learn that it's not something I enjoyed. I didn't like having my body change so much. I didn't like looking in the mirror and seeing that my stomach looked bigger, and I didn't like that my legs got bigger. But I'm so grateful that I got a little baby out of it, and it was so worth it when she was born. But in the process of being pregnant, it was really challenging, mentally and emotionally, just how much my body was really changing and how fast it was changing. And a lot of people that I had been friends with were pregnant at the same time, and they just loved being pregnant. And I was like, why do I not love this? This is awful. And being pregnant, you're so emotional, so it made it so much worse. Yeah, that's one thing I wish I knew going into my pregnancy, is that not everyone likes it, and it's okay to not like being pregnant. And you shouldn't be upset if you don't like being pregnant, because pregnancy is hard. It's really, really challenging. Your body is changing for 40 weeks, sometimes longer. And it's rough, and if you don't have a support system that's there for you, it can be really hard if you're not enjoying your pregnancy. But yeah, that's one thing I wish that I knew before this little girl. But it's so worth it in the end. So keep pushing through.
Hi, my name is Kassidi Hench. I am a 21-year-old stay-at-home mom, and I live in Pennsylvania. So I'm really excited that Jenna asked me to be part of this video. It's really exciting. I also have a YouTube channel as well. I took a little break after my daughter was born, but it's just Kassidi Hench, and I also have Instagram, which is just @KassHench. So when Jenna asked me to be a part of this video, I was really excited because I am like so about making women aware of what actually goes on being pregnant, postpartum, breastfeeding, all that stuff. So this was really exciting, and I actually was planning on making a video about my postpartum journey soon after I've collected my thoughts and got myself together to make a video. But there's a lot of things that I did not expect about pregnancy. So my daughter Mariah is 5 months old. She just turned 5 months like 2 or 3 days ago, and she is a amazing little ball of sunshine, and she is actually technically my 3rd pregnancy. I had 2 miscarriages before her. My first one, I was about 9 weeks pregnant, and then the second one was like a chemical pregnancy, so I never really got past, like, I think I was like 3 months pregnant. So I kind of knew, you know, like the sickness parts and everything beforehand, and like, you know, all the things you see on TV growing up, like you expect the sickness aspect and, you know, getting really big and stretch marks and everything. But the one thing that I didn't expect, at least what happened with my body, I'm not saying it will happen to you, but in my like 2nd and 3rd trimester, I got swollen down in my nether regions. So that was not fun. And I wondered why that was happening. I talked to a bunch of different moms, and I didn't really know like anyone that happened to. So I remember talking to my OB, and I like asked them, like, is it normal for me to be like swollen down there? And yeah, apparently it is. It doesn't happen to everyone, but because you have so much blood flowing everywhere in your body, that it just got swollen down there. And it got so bad that I had to wear ice packs. Like, I would literally put ice packs in my pants when I was sleeping, and it hurt to walk and everything. Like, it was just like the weirdest thing. I was not expecting that at all. But I also had a 9-pound 6-ounce baby, so she was really big, and she was head down in position for a long time, so that probably had something to do with it as well. So not to scare you or anything, but it is something that could happen just with all like the blood flowing. That's why a lot of women, like, their hands and their feet get swollen and everything. But I didn't get swollen in my hands and feet. I got swollen in my girl areas, which is, yeah, just interesting and not pleasant. But there's plenty of other pleasant parts about pregnancy, but that was definitely not one of them. But I just want to thank Jenna for letting me be a part of this video. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see what all these other amazing women said about things they didn't expect with pregnancy. But thank you, and thank you for having me.
Say hi, everyone. Say hi. My name is Rachel. I'll be 30 in like 2 weeks. And this is Sophie. She will be 15 months old if you're one of those month counters this month on the 26th. Right. She's born February 26th, 2019. She's my first. That's why I'm on this video, because I'm a first-time mom. I'm going to share something that I wish I knew about pregnancy. There wasn't a whole lot that I wished I knew. I guess I feel like pregnancy itself is like, you can't really like know what you're getting into until you just get pregnant. So anyways, we're super active. My husband and I, we both enjoy hunting and fishing and being outdoors. And the thing that I feel like I wish I would have known about pregnancy is like all the physical stuff is hard, the mental stuff, the emotional stuff, like all that, be feeling prepared. There was a short time, probably, I think it was like right after we got pregnant, where I just wasn't sure, like, not that I wasn't sure about the pregnancy, but like I just started feeling like how much is our life going to change, and what if I can't hunt and fish anymore, and what if, you know, like just all the what ifs about the unknowns of having a baby and how that would affect your lifestyle, especially when you're a more outdoorsy or active family. It can be very scary thinking about how on earth you will bring a baby into the mix, and feeling like your life is going to change, which obviously it will, and it's wonderful, but like you won't be able to do the things that you love anymore. And so thankfully I had some friends that I reached out to, and you know, they already had kids, and just talked to me about how, you know, it's okay to feel that way, for one, because you don't know what you're getting into really as a first-time mom. One thing that someone told me that really helped a lot when I was pregnant was that your life doesn't have to revolve around the baby. You can fit the baby into your life if you're willing to do that. Which obviously, yes, your life revolves around a baby to an extent, but like it was a good reminder for me when I was pregnant that yes, life is going to change and things are going to be different, and it might be harder to go hunting or fishing or to spend hours at the softball complex, but that it can be done if your mindset is right and you go into it just planning to bring your baby with you. So that's kind of what I wish I knew going into pregnancy. Like, I felt really guilty and I felt really bad that I thought like my life was over as I knew it in a way. And I don't hunt as much. We don't always fish as much, but I still get to do them. And I either bring Sophie or we get if we're fishing, or if I'm hunting, we get a sitter or whatever. So it's okay to be scared about how your life is going to change. It's okay to wonder, like, how will we do this? How will I still do the things that I love and enjoy with a very active newborn or baby or a toddler or whatever the case may be. It's not a bad thing to feel those feelings. I'm glad that I had friends there to speak truth into me. That's what I wish I knew about pregnancy before I got pregnant with this little girl right here. I hope you enjoyed. Her messy nursery and our dogs in the background. This is just mom life, so enjoy.
One thing that I wish I knew about pregnancy before I was pregnant would be nesting mode. I heard of nesting mode. I didn't think what it was. I was thinking, oh yeah, just keep the house clean, and I was already doing that. But I think when I hit my last week being pregnant, definitely 40 weeks, when I hit 40 weeks and I was still pregnant, I was like, I gotta get everything ready. I renovated the whole bathroom. I mean, I think I spent definitely over $100 in things renovating our house, thinking, oh yeah, the baby's definitely gonna be using the bathroom. I need to get new towels. I need to get new hand dispensers when, he's just gonna be pooping in his pants. And so, I mean, I got new curtains. I got new things for the kitchen. I mean, it was insane with how much I spent on things for nesting mode. But I mean, obviously now that I'm not pregnant anymore, I'm almost like, I was a little bit much, but I'm kind of thankful I did it when I had the time, because if I tried to do it now, I probably wouldn't even bother getting it done. I'd be like, all right, it's nap time. If he's sleeping, it's nap time. So that was one thing that I wish I knew before I was pregnant. Obviously there's other things that I wish I would have known too, relating to birth, but that's not really about pregnancy. So there's that.
Alright, that is it for all of our moms sharing their experiences. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I really want to give a big thank you to the moms again and again who shared their experiences and who are willing to help me make this video. They are just very selfless human beings, and I'm very thankful to know them. So I hope that you guys like this video, and if you want to follow any of them on there, go find their links. They'll all be in the description, and they will also be on the screen if the moms wanted them on the screen. So, but I think that's all for this video. I'm gonna make this into a little series. The next 2 videos won't be with other moms, but they're gonna be the same type of video. So next week will probably be things I wish I knew about birth, and then the next week will be things I wish I knew about postpartum. And I'm really excited for this little series because I always loved watching these types of videos when I was pregnant. So I really want to make more content like that so that other moms have other videos to watch too. But that's all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you are looking forward to those next 2 videos. You don't want to miss them. They should be out on Tuesdays. I upload every Tuesday at random times on Tuesdays. But yeah, they should be out on Tuesday and then the next Tuesday. So subscribe if you want to not miss those videos. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and maybe I'll see you back next time. Bye!